Hi guys, you welcome back to my channel. I'm Miriam Annie. Please subscribe to my channel and like my videos. I went to do my medicals. I did my medicals. I know when you want to do medicals, they have their own requirements. They requested those stuffs like your passport and your interview letter. They gave it. I gave it to them. I went for the test. They did series of tests. They did chest x-ray. They did hepatitis, and then they checked my immunization record, and they were like, I have to get some vaccines. Yes, I did. And you know, all those things were not free. We paid. So I think I paid up to 100 and something thousand, yeah. But that was because I got an immunization. I know before you be qualified to do this test, you have to provide your COVID card. And because I have my COVID card, yes, I got my COVID vaccine last year in Nigeria. So, and you must be up to date. They will list the COVID immunization you have to take. I think it's about 2. You have to take this and this for you to be qualified to do the test. So on the day of the test, I went there. I would have done a video, but I didn't, because on entering that place they will tell you no camera. So I didn't do a video that day I was going. So when I got there, I saw people going to Canada. They do the same medicals. After the medicals, they told me that my results will be sent to the embassy. And you know, embassy will tell you that you have to do the test, I think 10 days before your interview. So but I think I did mine almost 15 days before the interview, because I don't want story. I've waited for a long time. So I did my medicals. They told me they will be sending to the embassy, but after my interview I can come and take the CD x-ray, x-ray film. So I said okay. I went for an interview. Man, on the day of interview, hey, it was not funny. I went with my 2 children, then with my mom. My mom can't go in with me, but I can go in with one of my child. Since I have 2 children, my mom can carry one while I carry one. So I decided to carry the big one because she's the one that will wahala my mom. So guys, I went in there. We followed the usual process, you know, security check, where you have to remove your shoe, check, do this, keep your phone, you cannot enter with your phone, all those stuff. After passing all the security check, we entered inside. We still faced another security check again. After checking, we sat down waiting for our turn to be called for the interview. Guys, as I was waiting, my daughter started crying. She started crying uncontrollably that the security guy had to go and meet one of the interviewers. I don't know what he told him. And the next thing, okay, the security guy came and told me that I will be called next. So the next thing I heard was they called my name. I went. When I got there, my child was still crying, but I was still trying to calm her down. So I was told to thumbprint. I thumbprinted. You know, you thumbprint these 4 fingers, the other one, then you do the 2. And I was carrying her. So for me, I've already done this one. I did this one again. For me to now do the 2, I had to drop her. So when I now dropped her, so that I can thumbprint my 2 thumbs, she started crying. The cry was this cry, everybody, because maybe she thought I was about to leave her behind. So the officer was like, carry her. So I quickly carried her. And the officer was like, your child? I said, yes. He said, was she born here? I said, yes, she was born here, but she has an American passport. The man said, wow, that's nice. Then the next question was, have you been convicted to a crime here in your country? I said, no. So the man was like, how did you meet your husband? I started telling him story of how I met my husband. The story, it was a funny one. It was a funny one, honestly. So as I was telling the story, the man started laughing. It was not like, oh wow. I said yes. He said, okay, congratulations, your visa has been approved. Ta-da! Guys. It was as if I should call the man and be like, so what did you say? I didn't hear you well. But you know, when I knew that my visa through has been approved is when he gave me a white paper. I looked at the white paper and they were like, passports collection information. Hey! I just say, yena rumaka. I was so happy, guys. I was so happy. So when he gave me the stuff, I quickly carried my daughter, because I've already scattered all my documents on top of that place. If you've been to American embassy, you know how they do their interview. So on top of that place, I've scattered my documents because my child didn't let me to be doing things in order now. So I just had to scatter. My own is to be providing anything the man said I should provide. So I carried my whole stuffs. I left. I was just saying, thank you, Jesus. Finally, the battle is over. I went to the toilet to go and change my baby's pampers. I met one woman there. Her own was approved too. The woman was telling me, congratulations, the battle is over. Me, I was saying, me and the woman were not discussing. She was like, hi, almost staying alone without your spouse is not something that should be talked about. So after the whole thing, guys, I left. On coming out of the embassy, you know, people saw the excitement now. Everybody, congrats, ma'am. Guys, I was not sharing money. That was... I'm not talking about sharing money to the officers. So no, it was when I came out of the embassy. Yes, I entered the park. So they saw the inside, and you know my mom was seated. My mom didn't go inside with me. So she was seated at a place. So I rushed. I was not like, mommy, mommy. So when they saw the excitement, everybody was not like, mom, congrats. I was not, guys, I didn't know when I shared all my money. So we prepared and left to our hotel. So guys, on the day of my passport collection, because you know we stay in Enugu now, so we had to leave some days before so I can be able to collect my passport and leave. Because you know all these things be doing me like movie, you understand? I was not saying in my mind until the day I will get my passport, I will not confirm. Until the day I get... Guys, I later got my passport. When I got my passport, you know, immediately I quickly rushed to where the visa was being stamped, and guys, that was immediately I said it, I was like, so finally the battle is over. When I got into the United States, because I came in with a marriage visa, I'm supposed to be given a permanent resident card. Yes, but you know, most times it doesn't come immediately, and they don't give it to you in Nigeria. Yes, they just give you your visa to travel to the United States, and after a while they will send it to your mail according to the address you provided. So that fateful day, my husband called me. But before then, you know, when I came into the United States, they were like, I can't really do anything except I have a social security number and I have my permanent resident card for me to start working. You understand? So guys, I can't even drive. So guys, I stayed though. Then at some point I was worried, and we've not really gone through this process before. We don't know how it works. So I called my husband one day and I was like, can you just call people who have been through this process? Let's know. Because it's as if I was thinking like when I get to the immigration border here in the US, I'll be given a... But it didn't work out that way. So my husband had to start calling some of his friends that have been through the process. And some were like, when they got into the country, it took them like 4 months for them to get their permanent residence. Some say 3 months. I was like, I'm not going to do anything. God, I'm not going to do anything till after 3 months, 4 months. I was praying. I said, God, please. It's a long time to wait, guys, you know. So one day, my husband called me. Exactly 3 weeks I came into this country. My husband called me one day. It was like, your permanent residence, do you want them to give you 2 years or 3 years or 5 years? Or I was not like, how many years do you want? Because I don't know now. I've not been in the country. I don't know the system. So my husband was like, that the years depends on how much you can afford. And I say, okay, so which year do you want? He said, 2 years is cheap. And I say, okay, let's do 2 years. My husband, you know, as an Igbo here now, I don't want us to waste money. My husband started laughing. He was like, hi, Igbo woman, they've given you your permanent resident and it's 10 years. I shouted, Jesus! Guys, I was so happy. I can't even express my excitement here. Yes, I was so happy because, man, it was not up to 3 months. It was not even up to 1 month. I got it. And my husband was just pulling my legs. He just wanted to know maybe if I would say 20 years. And you know, their rules here is that once they give you a permanent resident and you stay some number of years with your husband, I think maybe 2, 3 years or 1 year, 2 years, I don't know. so you can be able to file for your citizenship. You understand? That is their law. If you stay without issues and there's evidence everywhere that you guys are married, and then you can you can file for citizenship. So guys, that day I was not told that the card is with our immigration lawyer. That is a permanent resident card, that they will be sending it to me, but they need somebody to be at home to collect it. And that day it happens that I was at home. So guys, that was how I was seated in my house. Exactly at this spot, I heard a knock on the door. I opened the door. Ta-da! 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 So immediately I saw somebody from UPS, I be USB, I don't know. So my man just told me, I think it's a green card that is coming. Guys, I immediately opened it. I saw my green card inside. Guys, I'm so happy. I'm so grateful, honestly. I know a whole lot of persons have actually been through this process, and I know when they watch this video, they are going to understand my excitement. Honestly, it's not easy. It's not really easy living in your country. You're married without your spouse. If you ask me, I don't even think that marriage visa should be taken up to 1 month. Once that person apply, just give. You see, this staying alone, a lot of things is accompanying it. I'm so happy. Guys, I'm so happy. Anyone that has been through this process, the person will understand my excitement. Even I still have some of my friends in Nigeria that are still going through this process. And some of them will be like, Mimi, how long did you wait? I'm tired. And I'll be like, calm down. Nothing good comes so easy. Yes, that is what my stay has taught me. Nothing good comes so easy. And if you know, they say that if it comes so easy, you won't value it. Yes. But I know me, I used to say, let it come easy, I'll value it. Like they will say in my home country, oh, this is your boreo mazi. Yeah, this is my boreo mazi. Guys.